Greetings, Star Trek Fleet Commanders. I am the Angry Rhino. So, been about a week since the last Voyager arc. While we may have been thinking, well, it would be 2 weeks after the event store. No, it's 1 week. I guess we got our 2 week break before that. So, new arc. Okay. Lower Decks 2, Part 1. Okay. Slightly weird to see Lower Decks 2, like the Roman numeral 2, and then a part where it's okay. I may have a very, how would you quantify OCD? Small OCD, I think. So some of the way this is structured kind of, I don't know, makes my brain itch, I guess is the best way to describe it. Let's get right into it. The crew of the USS Cerritos is back with new friends, challenges, and dragons to face. From metal rock bands to kidnapped queens, you'll face a variety of unforgettable adventures with our second Lower Decks arc. Now here, this month kicks off with a new ship. Yay! A new ship with new hostiles and new armadas and new currencies. Yeah. Good God. Like, I feel like we just got this. Oh, here you go again. Alright, wonderful. New officers, of course. New missions, of course. And more. You can just tell us what else is here. You just have to say more. Might as well just list it. Check out full patch notes below for all the details. I don't know, man. It doesn't seem as full as it usually is, but okay. The Mona Veen. Mona Veen is an economy-focused ship that is available starting at level 40. This Hysperian battleship focuses on providing commanders with resources and material benefits, as well as a research tree that offers fleet-wide advantages. I'm looking in this tree. Now, yes, there is some efficiency base, I guess. I mean, I'm looking at the research one. There's 15 levels to it, and it goes up to 80%, which is nice, but you know that last 40 or 50% is jammed into those last 4 to 5 levels, so be a while before you feel the effects, I think. There is station station material efficiency. 12 levels for this one, and it only goes up to 30. So that one sounds like pure shit. 30% is not that much in my opinion, but that may just be an opinion. It'll be a little bit more than 30% at max, which, how long is it going to take us to get there? That's it? 30%? Ugh. And yeah, you can get some more Armada credits, which isn't much. I mean, it's only like 30%. It's pretty low, as far as I'm concerned. But there are supposed to be other claims. There is talk on, around the forums that maybe could potentially get close to a monthly pack. The monthly claims pack where you buy your pack. Yes, you do get it upfront of a bunch of materials and some resources, and then there's a daily claim that goes beyond with it. 30 days. I don't think it'll be that good, but some people think it might. Get out of here, bug! Doing something. After unlocking the Motovine, you can head over to the new Texas class systems next to Federation Space. Yeah, there are a few new systems up there. They're kind of not quite out towards deep space. They're more in between low-level faction space and, let's say, the high-level Federation space before you get into dark space. If that helps. And should be on the left, I think. Here you can battle Texas-class ships to collect loot, which can be exchanged in the Motovine's refinery for Queen's favors, Motovine-related items, and shipyard directives. These directives can be used to challenge new solar armadas called automated shipyards. Yay. Which drop shipyard credits upon being defeated. Once you have sufficient Queen's favor or shipyard credits, you can trade them in for a bounty of resources and materials, respectively, in the refinery. It is important to note that attacking, if you select the red and click attack, at least I assume they're red, because I have not actually looked in there yet. Oh, and I'm looking for the refinery, but I don't see it. I assume because I have not unlocked the ship. That's lame. You attack these hostiles directly, you lower your P shield. I'll say it right now. I don't give a shit. What the fuck is that? So you make me go grind hostiles and then you're going to make me drop my fucking P shield? What? What the hell is the point of that? That's stupid. It's like one of these things does not go with the other. Oh, go kill reds, not players. Go kill reds. Oh, we're going to drop your P shield. Why? Why is that a thing now? And you will receive a notification similar to the one seen when engaging in PvP. However, revenge hostiles spawn when you are in these systems, and having one target your ship will not cause you to drop your shield. Okay, so it's kind of like the little bounty hunters that show up in augment space, or I don't even know what you call them for the faction ones because it's been so long. But you know how you might be negative rep in a certain faction space and they send a ship after you because you're labeled as hostile or some other kind of asshole. So they come after you. Okay, so that won't drop your shield. But it'll be slower. Okay. I don't think this is going to go as well because and maybe just because I'm the asshole, I'm going to go in there with my big ass ship and I'm just going to blow up everybody's chaser. But it's not like nobody else does that on my server. So, however, the optimal approach requires strategic decision making. Does it really? Commanders must decide whether to directly attack the Texas class or lower their shields to defeat them at a faster pace. Or have revenge hostiles target them, keeping their station protected but slowing their pace. The choice is yours, Commanders. Yeah, okay. This month we have not one, but 3 epic officers warping into the galaxy. So no rare officers and no uncommon officers. Sure, I mean, the last time they brought out an uncommon officer was Badgie, which was over a year ago, the first time they did a Lower Decks month. Okay. First up, Carol Freeman. She is the captain of the Cerritos and mother to Beckett Mariner. And then her first officer, Jack Ransom. And then the engineer and the prince of Hesperia, Andy Billups. So all epic officers this month. That's wonderful. From what I have heard, again, in the forums, it does seem like if you remember how, like, say, Chakotay and 709 were with one epic officer, each weekend there was what material spend for that officer. So 3 material spends. Well, there will be, tentatively now anyway, 3 material spends, but 1 for each officer. So pick the one you want. Make sure you go all in and get them then, because you won't be able to do it next week. Or if you want to spend and get all 3, yeah, you can do that. However. Alright. Carol Freeman, Captain Maneuver, Vocal Jazz. On combat start, increase shots by 100% against an enemy player. Very nice. It's very Strike Team-esque. Officer ability, Cerrito Strong. On round start, if the enemy player has any state, increase isolated cascade damage by X% for 1 round. 60, 75, 90, 110, 130. Now, it's very nice. That sounds very nice. The problem is, this doesn't help explorers. And why do I mention explorers? Yes, because that's my biggest ship. But, what's the weakest strike team? Explorer strike team is the weakest. And why doesn't it help? Well, because the ship state is on my ship. Right? If you're using battleship strike team, you put the ship state on your enemy ship, so there you go. And it's the same thing with interceptor strike team. So I guess you got to use Captain Freeman and Kirk. Okay. And then maybe Wayoon, I guess. Because you can't put Wayoon as captain because you don't get the extra shots from Carol Freeman. So you can't use... Not pick Picard. You can't use Admiral Picard because, again, then you don't get the extra shots from Carol Freeman. Now, yes, the cascade damage would be nice, but you can't, like, if morale is popping from your captain's spot, then you're kind of screwed here. Which, again, it doesn't, like, Explorer Strike Team gets screwed again, or Explorers trying to PvP with their Explorer get screwed again. Now, here's where my OCD comes in again. Here's this guy's title. This is Jack Ransom. Why is his, like, it's, for Captain Freeman, it's like right above her, and it's like starts a new section. Well, this is like over here, and it's more next to Captain Freeman than it is Ransom. I just, ugh. Jack Ransom, officer ability. That's right, officer ability and a lower deck ability, which doesn't make sense because, yes, it's called lower decks, and yes, Ransom is in the show, but he's not a lower deck officer. So, it's weird to me. Setting my fist to stun. On round start, if on an Explorer with morale, increase isolated cascade damage by X% for 1 round. And it's the same as, what the hell was that? Carol Freeman. 60, 75, 90, 110, 130. Okay. Below deck ability. On round start, if on an interceptor and enemy player has hull breach, increase isolated defense by X% for 1 round. It's very small compared to the offense numbers. Like, even, like, it's not really defending against what you're going to get from the other guy or gal. But, however, supposedly, next month's officers will help. There you go. You put it in the right spot. Why they didn't do it with the other officer? Alright, so this is Andy Billups, the engineer guy. No, his abilities are not engineer related. Officer ability on round start. If on an interceptor and the enemy player has hull breach, increase isolated cascade damage by. You can't say isolated cascade. You have to say isolated cascade. You can't put isolated cascade damage in there. It confuses me anyway. So it is isolated. Oh, he was isolated defense. Yes, isolated cascade. They are isolated cascade and not isolated damage. Make that clear. Even though it does say isolated cascade damage, it should be isolated cascade. And same percent, 60, 75, 90, 110, 130. Alright, lower deck ability on round start. If on a battleship an enemy player is burning, increase isolated defense by X%. 40, 50, 65, 85, 100%. Again, in my opinion, explorers get fucked. I'm getting a little tired of this shit. You know, we had this problem last year with all these stupid ass strike teams and kind of ruining, in my opinion, the strategy of PvP. Having 3 set PvPs, teams, for the 3 ships, it really does kind of ruin the strategy and the thought process. Being able to outthink your opponent. Well, this kind of does too, but it doesn't correct the fact that Explorer Strike Team was the weakest. These guys enhance Interceptor and Battleship Strike Team and don't really enhance Explorer Strike Team at all. Okay. Whatever. Now on the new missions, to me, again, OCD, this isn't spaced out. We're in a different section now. Yes, it's a very small section, but gotta be a little more space between the picture and the thing that says new mission. There's more space in between the new missions and the bullet points below than there is between the little picture here and the words new missions. Really? Okay. Again. OCD. Core lower deck mission, ship intro mission, side missions. Cool. Refits and research. Again. The spacing is all messed up here. There's 1 new refit and 2 new primes researches available this month. The Armored Voyager refit. Unlocking this refit will provide a new daily claim providing Voyager materials. Have no idea the numbers yet. So, if you're one of those people that has to have the new thing right away, be warned. I have no idea what these numbers are. My guess is they're going to be low. But that's going to be an opinion. Your opinion may differ. New Prime Fleet Commander gift. Didn't they just do this? Didn't they literally do this last month? They made 2 primes for Fleet Commander junk, and one was like an efficiency base. Wasn't one a daily drip as well? So they made another daily drip. I don't know. I don't know. Increase the amount of Fleet Commander materials from the daily claim chest, 100% more rare. Skill points, 250 more rare shards, 250 more common shards. Okay. Prime Station Siege. Increased damage versus station by 300%. Okay. New Battle Pass. Cool. New cosmetics. This looks pretty cool. will they source them? Because it can be the coolest thing in the world. If you don't source them, then nobody cares. Avatars, frames, 2 hailing frequencies. I'm sorry, there were only 3 bugs in this game? This is the shortest bug fixes list that I've ever seen in this game. Hey man, I mean, fix whatever bugs you like. I don't care. Ain't my game. I'm just the one sitting here recording himself telling you how stupid you are. But I'm sure there's a bunch of people telling me how stupid I am. Okay. Well, I mean, kind of sums it up for me. I mean, officers of PvP base don't know exactly what the cost is of getting these officers, and it doesn't look like you will be able to max them from a material spend. You will have to buy them, assuming you can buy them. Why wouldn't they sell them? But I mean, that's okay. Well, again, I mean, it's the same old story. The rich get stronger and the poor get weaker. So, I mean, even like the medium spenders are going to get weaker. In my opinion, I don't like that. Again, interceptor and battleship strike teams or PvP are getting enhanced, and explorer strike teams like, screw you, you suck. Alright, cool, thanks. Okay, but again, next month there will be officers supposedly going with this group, so we'll see about that. And we will see the new ship has 200 blueprints. Exactly what the sourcing is yet hasn't exactly been determined to the best of my knowledge. So, there's that. Comment below. Are you as excited as I am? Yay, a new ship and a new loot. I'm so excited. Are you excited like I am? What do you think? Initial thoughts of these PvP officers? I mean, I think they're good for interceptor and battleships, but I don't think they're as good for explorers. Again. Be sure to like and subscribe. I am the Angry Rhino. Shields up, Commanders.